out of the body. Center for Consciousness Studies.
Olá, este é o quinto dia do Aprenda a Reencarnação.
Hello, this is the fifth day of the mini-course Learn About Reincarnation. On the first day, we had an opening. On the second and third days, we talked about birth. On day 4, we talked about the physical life's journey, a quick look into it so that you can understand it. And today, the fifth day, we will talk about the moment of death, and what life is like on the extra-physical dimension, just so you understand it. We are organizing a thorough course talking about each item, that then you will be able to understand the whole spiritual work by accessing our website. We will talk about the whole spirituality. It will be pretty cool. But I will talk about 2 situations. One in which you are really happy, accomplished, you know spirituality, and another one in which you are sad, unhappy, and you do not know spirituality. I am just using these 2 situations because you will be able to figure out the rest. Obviously, on the course we will offer, we talk about it intensely, which will be good for you. Supposing you are an unhappy person, full of problems, with a severe depression, suffering from panic disorder, trouble with relationships, having a bad relationship with your children or husband, or you are not married, it does not matter, but you are what you know you are. When you will do the crossing to the other side, it can be due to a disease or what we refer to as natural causes, being very old, in the regular processes of the physical body. And look, if you have a disease, the supporters that take care of birth and death will probably give you an energy boost, you will feel better, and then it happens like this. We feel better and say, now it is okay, I am happy. I even thought I was going to die. It is probably their way of not having much trouble when receiving us on the other side. Because if you leave here really bad, with a blurred mind, what will you do on the other side? It will not even be possible to talk to you. But if you are a bit better, by the time you do the crossing, it is possible to guide you, your relatives, your acquaintances, spiritual friends can get close to you and guide you through it. This would be a situation. But you can also die at an old age and due to natural causes, having been unhappy, but you were able to get there. What I mean is, at the end of the day, the loss of a physical body does not end with your suffering, you keep on going. That is it. If you are feeling bad, you will keep feeling bad. No matter if you died of disease or old age, you will keep being exactly what you were. Being happy is a condition that is our achievement. Being happy is not being euphoric, you must not confuse things. When you have moments of joy, you say, I am a happy person. No, you are euphoric. There is a huge difference between euphoria and happiness. When you are at a game and your team wins, you say, wow, I am happy. No, you are euphoric. It is very different. Euphoria does not mean happiness. Happiness is a different condition. It is a condition of inner stability, understanding, of good relationship with you and the others, of maturity. This is different. So, you see that few people are in a much better condition. But there are levels of happiness, and you may be at one of them. It is important to understand a little bit about spirituality, otherwise, upon your death, you get to the other side just like someone getting into a dark room. You leave your body, then what? You will say, but no one will be waiting for me. Look, this is the death moment that we are talking about. You have consciousnesses that make the disincarnation or desoma. You can choose whichever, both are the same. It means the death moment. The time of your death, this moment is when the consciousnesses simply remove you from your physical body by accelerating your heart chakra. You have a brutal acceleration on your heart chakra. Every death happens through the heart chakra. That is it. This is my point of view. If you disagree, you can email us, or better, visit www.centrodestudos.org, tell us your opinion and we will talk about it. And let me already tell you that what I say is due to experiences of astral projections that I have and have been continuous for more than 50 years. This is my life, but I might be wrong. I do not think anyone knows anything for sure. We say, no, but I know this is the truth. No, no one knows. You may have hundreds of experiences, even of astral projection, seeing what many times is not actually that. You are not getting the whole picture. But what I am talking about is what I see and learn every day. Anyway, when you are removed from your physical body, this removal made by these spirits, they only do that, they do not stay there with you, all they do is that. After that, you go on with consciousnesses similar to you. Then you can have a relative, consciousnesses similar to you, acquaintanceship consciousnesses. This is what you are having. Then you go on this path. You may leave the physical body and feel all cloudy, and you may leave it a bit lucid, sort of lucid, and you also may leave it highly lucid. Then, you will have to work to be able to leave with a good, pretty good level of lucidity. Because you will say, I only left the body there and will continue to work here. Death scares us a lot, obviously. Even if you know a lot, the spiritualist person, death is a terrible thing. It is the end. Even if you know it is not, on the inside, all your mechanisms say, look, the story is over. You lose everything. You lose the body, you lose the people who are on the other side. You imagine the funniest thing there is that who stays, mourns, and who dies also mourns, right? The deceased's relatives have lost, and there is this thing, you know. A loss brings anger, angst, everything. On the other side, the deceased lost the body, people, their home, their car. They are mourning as well. So, we have to be very conscious. That is why some people say this thing of Earthlink is not a good idea, and they are quite right. We need to learn and live this in order to leave the body and go on our path. To go on the path. For example, if you are on a condition that is a little bit more. I mentioned two situations at the beginning. If you are in a situation that is not so good, you will start to do the same things as before. You will stay in your home, you will go to your burial and go back home, or you will not go to your burial and back, etc. You stay home, you do not know why. I mean, I have been to some funerals in which the deceased was standing there beside the body, or they were sitting there with no clue of what was going on. There is a suicide case where they seem to be involved by a very dense energy. All the energies from fear, anger, and everything else are brought together. And you may ask, wow, so suicide is not good. Let me tell you something. When someone commits suicide, they were not fine, so they continue to be what they are. That is it. We cannot make things up. Our path has to be taken with a good sense. If you stayed in this condition of repetition, of continuing physical life, wanting to have lunch, dinner, trying to talk to people, you have not understood that it is not like that. Spirituality has to set us free. Setting free means that you have to keep working. This is my point of view. Keep working means, I am here, I have left the body. I no longer have a physical body and I will continue my work. Because I was working all the time during my life, I was not working to appear to be a good person. You have to work in order to grow. Work is a verb. Verb means continuity, that is it. So, we need to take a path that is worth it for our lives. Otherwise you stop yourself, you stop in your emotional processes, in your difficulties, emotional charges, and I think this is not good. In the spiritual dimension, we can continue with happiness, seeing everything, doing everything. It is just a new vehicle in which your consciousness will be able to travel everywhere, maybe even much easier, but we need to be fine. We cannot be cloudy, and we spend our physical lives cloudy. We take a path and we think it is the one. That is why I say, this path I take is a path of searching, seeking, but it is open, because tomorrow or soon someone will come to me and say, Moisés, let me tell you something. And they show me something I had not seen before. We are always searching, understanding. But there is something I think is real for me, and I might be mistaken, but listen. We will only be happy when we are able to remove from ourselves all conflicts, charges, all those emotional meanders that get in our way, incredible means of defense that we create, and to relate with others without worrying about who they are. That is, you are feeling so good with yourself that you are able to individualize. You are you, they are they. The other person is also part of all this compound of which you are also a part of, right? So, I think it is important to me, because I would call this situation of being able to accept, to share, to continue the other person, I would call this love. I think this is a challenge for all of us, for sure. A great challenge. So, we would be in the death moment, crossing to one side and then to the other, seeing things we did not see before, being in a better or worse condition. Then, in this moment, you will go on a journey maybe to reincarnate, maybe not to reincarnate. It depends on your consciousness condition, on the level you are at. We reincarnate, and I do not consider the reincarnation to be mandatory. It is not. We reincarnate due to many reasons, attachments, fear, debts we think we have, due to a lot of things. For wanting to have something, you know. I want this, I want that. This is a prison. These are concepts, made-up ideas that get in our way. If you get there, go on the journey, and are able to reincarnate, you will choose again. You will not choose what you want. You will choose a family within your pattern. We are always born in the same energetic pattern, in the same egregor. You cannot be born in different egregors, and say, I am not too good, and I want to be born in a super-evolved family. Firstly, there are not that many evolved families here. You will find consciousnesses more or less evolved, and very few are in a better condition. It is not possible to do that. This is the journey, this is our death journey, a journey with many steps, repetitions, constructions we create. You will have cities, houses, friends, people that you sometimes will dream of already knowing, but not in the physical world. When you get there, you say, well, I know. So, it is full of variables. This is the spiritual world. I think the physical and the spiritual worlds are two wonderful places. We just need to learn about that. This learning is worth it. That is it. So, The next step, which I will talk about later, is the meaning of our life. The meaning of our life is important. You can visit centrodestudos.org. Do not miss it out, you will enjoy the work we do. Our work is to share with people. You can make suggestions, ask questions. We have a wonderful area in which we can communicate, talk. There is something I need to tell you. When I came up with the name, Centro de Estudos da Consciencia, Center for Consciousness Studies, it was not easy for me, because I do not think names are necessary. We put labels on it. We need labels to live. And I think it would be good that we lived in an integrated way, without needing to do these fragmented things, creating institutes, associations, sciences, many separate things. A doctor used to take care of a person as a whole, but then they specialize. Soon they will only take care of one hair. And instead of becoming more expanded, we become more specific. When I said, I cannot help it, I need to identify it, it is a place. Even formalizing it is important, but I think we have to be better than we already are. Our website and other social medias are on the description of this video. If you want to help us, you can get in contact and make a donation, and you can help us keep doing our work by donating any amount. I appreciate it, and we will now head to the next day, which is day 6. See you there. More on this topic. Refer to our study materials, astral projection, chakras, human behavior, clairvoyance, past lives, reincarnation.